First, let me say this. Go Blues! They start the playoffs today. But let's get to the subject. Today, I'm going to talk about the two main reasons why you might want a Tesla, why you should buy a Tesla. Now, this is coming from somebody who's never even actually touched one. I've seen them on the road here and there, but I've never touched one, never sat in one. So why should you listen to me? Well, because I've watched quite a few videos on them lately, and I've researched them, and I'm real good at pretending I know what in the hell I'm talking about, even when I don't. So let's just pretend I know what I'm talking about. All right. Two main reasons. The number one main reason, I think, is because it's the only car I've ever known of that actually improves over time. Last week, a lot of the Tesla Model 3s, maybe all of them, but at least a bunch of them, got an update, a software update over the air while it was sitting in their driveway at night that gave them 5% more speed. And a few weeks ago, now those that didn't, if they didn't all get the update in one day, all of them's eventually going to get it. A lot of companies do software updates a little at a time. A few weeks ago, they started getting updates where their battery range increased. The Tesla Model 3 long range was getting 310 miles. 310 miles on one charge. It went to 325 just with a software update. If you buy an F-150, Ford never calls you and says, we're going to increase your gas mileage by 5%. Just bring it up here and we'll do an update. Your gas mileage will go up 5%. And by the way, you're going to have 15 more horsepower. That never happens. And it certainly never happens where it does it in your driveway. Man, that is just unbelievable. When you take a car off the lot normally, that's the best that car is ever going to do unless you buy some aftermarket parts and put them on or have them put on. That's the best that car is ever going to be. That's not true with a Tesla. A Tesla actually gets better over time, theoretically. Now, batteries do degrade, but not nearly as much as the EV haters like for you to think they degrade. There's a dog mode update where all of a sudden you could keep the car cooled when you're in a grocery store, which is good if you have dogs in the car, and as that big screen even says, don't worry, my owner will be back soon. This is dog mode and it's 72 degrees in the car or something like that. That way some freak won't come up and knock your window out. Oh, I'm going to save this dog. Knock the window out and find out that there's air conditioner been running. Which, by the way, if you ever knock somebody's window out because there's a dog in the car, you better make darn sure you know what you're doing. I can understand saving a dog's life, but you just better make sure that car is actually hot inside. But anyway, not to get off the subject, which I'm good at, you know that. Surely, even my EV-hating cousin would admit that that's a pretty cool deal. He drives a Charger. He will never go out in his driveway and find out that he got an update overnight, and now the Charger suddenly gets an extra 3 miles to the gallon. That's never going to happen. So surely, even he would admit that that's one good thing about Tesla. Surely Marty McFlygill, another not EV hater, Tesla hater. I think he just has no interest in EVs. I don't think he actually hates them. No interest in EVs, cannot stand Tesla. Surely even he would admit that that's a pretty cool deal. Getting updates over the air that make your car better. Surely. Now, I don't know, but I think that's the number one reason to buy a Tesla over the competition, in my opinion. Now, the number two reason, no other company can compete with the Tesla supercharging network. I forget how many they have, but I'm going to put the picture up in a minute, and it'll tell us how many stations there are, how many locations there are, and how many stations. Let's go ahead and put that up now. Whoops, didn't work. Okay, now, there we go. That's how many we've got. I'm thinking probably what, 1,400 locations or so. And you can cover probably 90% of the country. Shut up. That's me getting a text. 90% of the country with the supercharger network. If you buy a Chevy Bolt, which is a very nice car, you always have to think about where you're going to charge a lot more than with Tesla supercharging network. The GPS on the car will route you to it, to every one of them on your route. And there's so many of them, you can go almost anywhere. Now, it's not perfect. I live in Northeast Arkansas. If I have the long-range Tesla, then it sends me through Springfield to go out west, Springfield, Missouri, which it should. If I have the short-range Tesla, it makes me go to St. Louis and over, which is way, way, way out of the way, which I wouldn't do. If I really had a Tesla short range, I'd find a place to charge that's not for Tesla between here and Springfield. You know, so it's not perfect, but man, it is, the supercharging network is just a phenomenal thing that Tesla has set up. You know, now my EV hating cousin and Marty McFlygill, they would both point to, well, what about gas stations? This is why electric cars suck, because they can take any gas car and drive it across country without worrying about that. That is true. I've always said there's good and bad to both. But where I will admit there are disadvantages to electric cars and advantages to gas cars, most EV haters will not admit there's anything positive about electric cars. But today, I just want my EV hating cousin and Marty McFlygill to just admit that those software updates over the air are a pretty cool deal. Alright, that's all I'm going to say. Number two reasons I think you should buy a Tesla. Alright, anyway, be sure and scribble a comment, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. And remember, keep evolving. Whoop, whoop, that's the wrong exit. Oh, sorry about that. Help me change the world one electric car at a time. Wait, that ain't right either. Goodbye, Internet. No. I remember. Chicks dig scars on electric cars. You have a great day. And why is it us people who make EV YouTube videos think we've got to have a catchphrase? Those other three came from other EV video people. Why is it we think we got to do that? Well, all I know is, out of those four, three of them are really good and one of them's kind of stupid. But that's all I could think of with my puny little brain. Chicks dig scars on electric cars. Have a great day and thanks for watching.